If you want more FIFA content from me, I'm now uploading exclusive videos to Patreon. The link for that is down below. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com. And of course, you can use the code TVM at checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to yet another video. Now, hear me out. You've been quote-unquote clickbaited into this video. You haven't really, but hey. Rafa is super cheap right now. He is about 15,000 coins on console. He's even cheaper on PC, the Master Race, for the time being until the consoles come out. But with that being said, this guy is a surprise package, to say the least. I had so much fun playing with this card, and it's always the cards that are super cheap, that no one ever pays any attention to, that have key fundamental stats that really do go a long way, and this card has them in abundance. And I want to basically showcase this card because I'm not going to beat around the bush. This is a good card. I enjoyed this, so this is the kind of feeling you're going to get from the review. I'm going to say a few negative things about him, of course, because he's not perfect. He is an 84 rated card, and he is 15k for, well, not for a reason. I think he's very much undervalued, but I think you can have a lot of fun with this, even if you're not a Portuguese league fan. Even if you don't like Benfica, you can still pick this card up, bring him off the bench, put him in a starting 11, still have some fun with him. Because at the moment, I know a lot of people are not playing champs because the gameplay is too bad during those sort of busy periods. A lot of people, if not all people who play this game, are currently off, twiddling their thumbs, wondering what they can do. Go out, buy some cheap informs, buy some cheap FUT birthday cards if they exist when they come out. Buy some cheap cards or cards you've never used before and just experiment, have some fun. And this is a perfect card to do that with. 93 acceleration, 96 sprint speed, 91 agility, 91 balance, 85 reactions, which in itself doesn't really matter. I reviewed Fraser earlier. Spoiler alert, decent card, but he has 79 reactions. Didn't matter one bit because he had a low center of gravity, he had very high agility, and he was very quick. And he had relatively good ball control and dribbling. I say relatively good, like 83, 84. Rafa has 84, 89. So the reactions being 85 is going to help a little bit, but honestly, even if you had like 4 reactions, it wouldn't make a difference. This guy is going to be super responsive. I've got a Deadeye chem style on him as well. Reason being is because I was actually bringing him on as a super sub to play in the striker position early on. I did actually switch it and take Fraser out at the end and then put Rafa in for a few games, but a fair few of the games are Rafa as a super sub. So you'll see what games are super sub because obviously they'll start very late on and the other ones will start sort of early on. But either way, one of the goals in particular that I scored with Rafa, my opponent could not stop him. He was an absolute machine in that game. As you can see, the team I've got him in isn't exactly a good team. The defence is questionable. Kenny Lala, the only real good defender there. Atal is decent but way behind the curve. The goalkeeper is trash. And then, of course, the 3 centre mids. I mean, Danilo Pereira, not good, let's be honest with each other. Sanchez is decent, but again, there's a better one on the market. And Sanson is good, but needs another upgrade. Loic Remy is okay, but again, behind the curve. And Di Maria is on 7 chem. So it's not the best team in the world by any stretch of the imagination. As you can see, we're into the 61st minute. We're already won this game before Rafa came on. But he comes on, and this is literally my first touch with him. We go round one opponent, we do a little drag back, we do a little sidestep. We're sort of, this is the mad goal as well. My opponent, even though I'm 3-0 up, my opponent has a decent team. He's not a terrible player. He's got like future stars Akone, and there's a few other cards in there as well. But he gets there down to the byline, ball rolls the keeper and puts it in the back of the net. Doesn't use any outlandish skills. Doesn't go overboard with like rainbow flicks or whatever. But very close ball control, insanely good agility, unbelievably fast, and just able to dance around opponents. Now, that, in my opinion, is a hallmark of a very good player. That goal from Remy, by the way, really did take me by surprise. I'm shocked he put that in the back of the net, but it's a hallmark of a good card, and he may be 15k, he may be 84 rated, but that's completely irrelevant. This guy with a chem style is an 89 rated card, and I read something the other day. EA are looking for data analysts, so basically people to go around and collect data and give opinions on who they believe should have better in-game stats and such, right? So they're looking for data collectors, essentially, right? And in that, it's not a job necessarily because you don't get paid for it, but you are contributing to the database. And within that set of literature, shall we say, they literally tell the people who are looking at improving the ratings and giving their feedback on the ratings and their data. They literally tell them that the overall rating of the card is irrelevant. And I can't quite... I don't know where the exact text is. I would have to... maybe I can find it. Let me see if I can scroll while I'm still filming this. But they literally say something along the lines... I'm not going to be able to find it because the page won't load. But they literally say something along the lines of the overall doesn't matter. It's the in-game stats that matter. And the in-game stats that determine how good a player is in-game. That's essentially... It's paraphrased, but that's basically what it says. And never has it been truer for a card. Truer? Never has it been more truer? Who knows? Than with Rafa, because this guy is not on another level, but for an 84 rated card, you would swear that if I blacked out the review, backed out the overall rating, and I gave you this card with a dead eye on him, and I said, look, tell me what you think this card is, right? You can know his name, but you tell me what you think his rating is. You would come back and you would tell me 87. You'd say, yeah, he's got to be an 87 rated card. He's actually really, really good. He's not the best in the world, obviously, and I've been bigging him up and I've been saying how good he is. He's not like, Mbappe or Messi or, Neymar or anything like that. He's not quite that good, obviously. He's nowhere near that, but he is very capable. His ball control, his agility and his pace for this game and the way that it works is absolutely insane. He is meta in every sense of the word. And there's no getting away from it, because I played against some, average people, but then I played against some very good people. The goal in which I think is on screen for you right now, actually, the goal in which he literally danced around about 4 or 5 defenders, my opponent literally could not get the ball off me no matter what he did. He went in for slide tackles, he went in for block tackles, he was trying to switch every which way. His goalkeeper came out and it was just absolutely no contest. Rafa is so good on the ball, and it doesn't really matter that he only has 84 ball control. His dribbling, his agility, all contributed toward that goal and really did help me along the way. And in the end, I was kind of like, when I bought him, I thought I'll bring him on as a super sub and I'll do like a super sub review. But it turned into something a little bit different because I enjoy him so much. I actually decided to sort of change my Fraser team completely and fit him into it, and then use Fraser as a super sub. So that's how much I enjoyed the card. Now, that being said, like I said, there are cons. It's not the best card in the world. I've literally bummed him for the best part of 7 minutes. But there are definitely some problems here. So the strength is extremely low at 41. You are going to get pushed off the ball if you come up against the likes of Van Dijk or even the Team of the Week moments De Ligt or anything like that. That's definitely a possibility. Fortunately, he does have very good dribbling and ball control, as I've said. Well, not necessarily ball control, but you know what I mean. He's got good agility and dribbling, so he can worm his way out of certain situations. His passing is crisp and reactions are nice, so you can get yourself out of a sticky situation. His skill moves are really good as well. Drag backs in particular are a lot of fun to use because they're so snappy. But again, his passing with a chem style, 88 short passing, 91 vision. It's good. It's not amazing. I've definitely used better, let's be honest. But for an 84 rated card, I don't think I've had more fun. Maybe Kent was probably the only other card that I've used who's 84 rated, who even comes close to Rafa. Or Rafa comes close to him, I should say, because they're kind of on par with each other. I think Kent is probably better suited to the game because he just feels faster, but Rafa definitely does bring something to the table that Kent doesn't quite offer. Can't imagine playing both of those in the same team together. I mean, you could do it, but you'd have to play 1 on 7 chem, I think. Maybe you could get away with playing 3 at the back and doing it, but I wouldn't recommend it necessarily. The weak foot, bit of a shame that he only has a 3-star weak foot. It would be so amazing if EA had released this with a 4-star, or even a 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. That would have been really nice. I tell you what, 4-star weak foot, 5-star skills, and this card is probably my favourite card under 88, 90 rated. But there we are. It is what it is. His long shots aren't very good either, unfortunately. Even with the chem style, they still only hit 73. And his natural finishing without the chem style, unfortunately, not the best. Fairly inconsistent. Does drag it wide now and again. But with a chem style, definitely improves. Not amazing. You know, not super clinical or anything, but definitely much better with a chem style than without, as you would imagine. I Really enjoyed it, don't know if you can tell. And I think for value for coins, you literally can't get better. If you're just sat there twiddling your thumbs thinking, oh, I wish I just had a, I wish I might think I might start again, I might just build from nothing. And because, the build-up is the best part of FIFA, in my opinion. Before you do anything, rash or drastic, go and try a few cards you wouldn't normally play with. Give this guy a few games. Maybe you just bring him off the bench a couple of times and then report back and let me know what you think. Is he as good as I make out, or is it all in my head? I do like him. He is a Class 3, so just bear that in mind. 88 overall is good, but it is still a Class 3 card. I'm under no illusion, or delusion, I should say, that he's not Messi. He's good, but he's not that good. But I still really enjoyed him, and I definitely think for 15k, you could do a lot worse. If you have enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index, the game changed. Download the app now.